sa letter. Nagbasa kami dun sa book ng Morga. Ano to ba yun? Oo, ano to yun? Alam mo, nung papanda sa book na sinulat ni Morga, kaya pala tayo mga Pilipino dahil sa mga Kastila.
Oo nga, tapos sabi pa doon, sa mga Kastilano naman,
Hindi sila. Yung nanupit naman ni Rizal, bago pa man dumating yung mga Kastila sa Pilipinas, mayaman na tayong bansa. Meron din tayong mga kanya-kanyang kultura, meron na tayong sarili ng gobyerno, at hindi dahil yun sa mga Kastila. Hindi, pero doon sa nabasa ko sa libro, talagang mga Kastila yung nagsimula, kaya meron tayong pero tayong mali.
eh di mali yung libro ginawa ni Morga.
Hindi naman siya mali, pero yung mga na-observe niya ng buo, sinulat niya. Pero sa point of view naman ni Rizal ay hindi rin dahil bago pa nga dumating ang mga Kastila, meron na tayong mga kultura at saka mayaman na din tayo. Kaya na-advise ko kayo na basahin niyo din yung the annotation of Rizal sa kay Morga.
Sige, babasahin kami ni Edlyn. Pupunta na kami ng library. Babalik na kami.
Rizal'S annotation of Sucesos de las Islas Filipinas. When we say annotation, it is a note of explanation or comment added to a text or diagram. The meaning of Sucesos de las Islas Filipinas. Las Islas Filipinas means the Philippine island. Sucesos means the work of an honest observer, a versatile bureaucrat who knew the workings of the administration from the inside. This book is one of the important works of the Philippines about colonization of Spain, published by Antonio de Morga in Mexico on 1609. It explains the political, social, and economical aspects of a colonizer and the colonized country. The book is based on the experience and observation of Antonio de Morga and annotated by Rizal with a prologue by Dr. Ferdinand Blumentritt. In terms of government, in Morga's book, there were neither king or lords to rule them. Instead, they considered principal among the natives. Rizal annotated that he agreed that there were no such kings. In terms of pre-colonial slavery, in Morga's book, namamahay are those who help build their master's house and serve their master when the master requires them to, without compensation. Rizal annotated that namamahay slaves still exist, but they are now called kasama. They are now partners or laborers of a capitalist or farmer. In terms of food, Morga said they prefer to eat salt fish which begin to decompose and smell. Rizal annotated that the fish that Morga mentions does not taste better when it is beginning to rot. It is bagoong, and all those who have eaten it and tasted it note that it is not or ought not to be rotten. In terms of faith in death and customs for the dead, Morga stated that they bury their dead in their own houses, keeping their bodies and bone for a long time in boxes and venerating their skulls. Rizal annotated that we find it much more natural and pious to venerate the remains of our loved ones than those fanatical martyrs whom we have no dealings and who probably will never remember us.
Now, let us all get to know what, why, and how Jose Rizal chose Antonio de Morga's work and annotates him. We know naman Rizal was the earnest seeker of truth. He wants to find the truth. That of course, the theory of Rizal, sinasabi niya na bago dumating ang mga Espanyol ay mayaman na tayong mga Pilipino. So, nag-decide siya na mag-annotate and i-publish ang the Sucesos de las Islas Filipinas himself, and he had brought the manuscript in Paris countries where the printing costs were lower than in London. Of course, Rizal wishes to publish a Morga edition since there has never been a history written by an Indio or from the perspective of an Indio. Do kasi sa sinulat ni Morga ay naka-perspective siya sa pamumuhay ng mga Pilipino. Of course, so nakita ni Rizal yung book ni Morga sa London and then yon pinag-aralan niya ito and na-inspire siya na i-annotate yon. So si Rizal ang unang nakagawa ng historical work na pag-annotate. Rizal's Annotation of Antonio de Morga, Sucesos de las Islas, Filipinas. From the Book of Morga, in terms of location, Philippines was deserted and uninhabitable, extends up to 10 to 13 degrees south latitude. While Rizal annotates that Ptolemy in his geography indicated 3 islands which are Sinaday, Gilolo, Ambonia, and their inhabitants. Thus, the Philippines was not deserted and was actually habitable. It is actually in exact 25 degrees and 40 minutes latitude north until 12 degrees latitude south. In terms of climate, Morga's right, winters and summers are opposite of those in Europe. Rainy weather is from June to September. Summer is from October until the end of May. The rainy season in the Philippines is equivalent to winter in other countries and the rest is summer. While Rizal annotates that in Manila, by December to February, the temperature goes down more than it does during August to September. With regards to the season, it resembles Spain as all the rest of the Northern Hemisphere. In plant species, Morga said that ginger are eaten raw as vinegar and pickles. Buyo or betel are abundant in the country. While Rizal, betel is kasubha in Tagalog.
In terms of indigenous people, according to Morga, the natives living in Luzon are tribes of whom one cannot deceive. To pacify them, although it has often tried to do this by good or violent means. Morga was fascinated with the social organization of the natives. He described origins, differences, privilege of social classes, upward mobility, inheritance of the possessions and titles. Rizal's annotate, they will always choose violence until the government because of their inhuman ways of answers to those who do not submit to the friar. He emphasized that the women, unlike their European counterpart, never lost their titles. In marriage, it was the groom who gave the bride's parents a dowry because they were losing a precious daughter. Also, Morga was amazed at the native skills for both making and navigating without a compass. Rizal's annotate, he expounded on that saying Filipinos were known for their shipbuilding and navigating skills. However, there was no progress because the natives were obliged to make European-style boats like the galleons. Next, in terms of lifestyles and moral principles, according to Morga, bathing their body on river or streams regardless of their age, even if it is old or young, because they find it as a remedy. When a child is born, they immediately bath at the streams as well as the mother who delivered the child, taking a bath without regard to whether this might be injurious to their health. Rizal's annotate, Indians are very careful during siestas, after luncheon and first 2 dots of Qatar or etc. The Indios have hygienic customs, which is the proper way of taking bath. Morga also stated men and women are money living and in capital, so when there is a price they yield. Rizal'S annotate, we find it everywhere, even in Europe itself. This weakness for the pay, I believe, is not a defect monopolized by Filipino men and women.